Thanks for checking out GWF. Hit the subscribe button and enable notifications by clicking the bell icon so you don't miss any future GWF content.
Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall. Und es geht um den German Wrestling Federation Women's Championship.
We are 2 matches in to Legacy and we're on our second championship match. The women's title about to be defended.
Auf den Weg zu bringen, mit einem Gewicht von 65 Kilogramm aus Southampton in England, Jamie Hayter.
This should be a really interesting matchup here. Jamie Hayter, last time we saw her was a little earlier in the year in a triple threat matchup at Women's Revolution 8. She went up against Jetta and Katy Libra, picking up a big win. And you have to feel like going from that now to a Women's Championship opportunity. If Jamie Hayter can get the job done here, we may very well have a very short reign for the defending champion Ayesha Raymond.
Aus Southampton in England, Jamie Hayter!
So an all-British affair here for the GWF Women's title. Jamie Hayter back in GWF for the first time since May and looking to become the Women's Champion.
Und ihre Gegnerin.
She's going to achieve that though. She had a hell of an obstacle in the way. She is the deadlift diva, the Amazon, the female predator, and the GWF Women's Champion.
Mit einem Gewicht von 79 Kilogramm aus London in England, German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion, the Amazon, Ayesha Raymond.
And if I had to put one champion's name against the title of longest defending champion, it would be this woman right here. Katie Harvey was unbeaten, but the female predator just destroyed her in that matchup, just picked up the championship for herself, and Ayesha Raymond.
Women's champion, the Amazon, Ayesha Raymond.
And Ayesha Raymond, I think, is going to hold on to the GWF Women's Championship for quite some time.
It is very, very hard to imagine, as you say, James, anyone who could stop a force as dominant as Ayesha Raymond. Became the women's champion just recently at Revolution 9. But I don't see it. I do not see, with no disrespect to anyone else in the women's locker room, who on earth can pin the Amazon.
It's just another level of power, speed, finesse. I stood in the ring announcing that matchup and I could feel the power that the Amazon has. But if anybody can get it done, you have to look at Jamie Hayter, quite a veteran here in GWF in the women's division. She's had a lot of high-profile matchups here. There's always the opportunity, there's always the chance to pick up a win.
She's been a Revolution Pro Women's Champion over in England, been making her name in Japan as part of Stardom as well as Jamie Hayter. So Hayter is very well qualified to challenge for the women's title, make no mistake about that. But as I said, Ayesha Raymond, just look at the physical specimen that Raymond is.
You have to look back to the matchup from last month, going up against Blue Nikita. Brutal matchup, falls count anywhere, ended up with a pile driver on the stage. And there's the power at play from Ayesha Raymond.
Yeah, that is a very early message of the scale of the task that faces Jamie Hayter here. Lots of support though for Hayter. Strong contingent of British fans, by the way, have made the journey to Berlin for this, our biggest show of the year. The collar and elbow tie-up, and that might be a mistake, I think, from Hayter, because you're not going to beat Raymond for power.
Not going to beat her for power, but I think if there's one area, it could very well be that support you're talking about, the rallying cry of the GWF crowd here. Of course, Ayesha Raymond in the infancy of her title reign, the support going to Jamie Hayter, maybe that offsets the champion a little bit. Maybe it gets in her head and you can play with that aspect for Jamie Hayter. We'll see if that actually plays out as we go through this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Raymond has her supporters as well. It's a pretty interesting crowd dynamic here, but either way, once you're in there, you've got to focus laser-like on your opponent. That is what Hayter is trying to do here, but she gets sent onto the ring apron as a left from Raymond, just smashing into the face of Hayter. Hayter blocks that one and drops the throat of the champion across the middle rope.
I think this is what Jamie Hayter has to do, at least try and use a little bit of that pace in the corner that we saw, the utilizing of the ropes. Try and just get Ayesha Raymond down and just capitalize as quickly as possible.
Knee right into the temple won't do her any harm. From Hayter's perspective, it'll certainly do Raymond some harm. And Raymond brings down the rope and uses the speed of Hayter against her to send her flying to the outside.
And this is more of the pace that Ayesha Raymond wants. A little bit slower where she can just utilize that strength, picking up speed.
But Raymond, I think, wasn't playing to her strengths there. You're right, Raymond needs to rely on her power. And when she went away from that strategy, you saw that Hayter has been able to get a foothold here.
And this is exactly what the challenger needs. Just try and keep the champion off the standing base, really. I think as soon as Ayesha Raymond can have that power, that size advantage.
All right, here it is. You're seeing that in effect here because Raymond was able to stop that attempt at a cross body, and there's a fall-away slam that sends Hayter right across the ring.
With ease, that's the thing. There was no effort put into just carrying Jamie Hayter across the ring.
Let's see if Raymond can get the win here, but she can't. Just a 2. Hayter is hanging in there. You were saying, sorry.
No, I was just saying that it was so easy for it to ragdoll her back across the ring almost instantly. And this is a painful, painful submission. The arm trap just trying to drag the air out of Jamie Hayter, but this maybe is what we're talking about with regards to the champion. Maybe only having a few title defenses right now, not quite in the right position in the ring, needs to take control of the center and keep Jamie Hayter away from the ropes.
Yeah, it's credit to Hayter as well. She had the wherewithal to know where she was in the ring and to reach out for that rope before too much damage could be done by that hold. And Hayter is fighting her way back to her feet with chops across the chest here of Raymond, but you see a single boot sends the challenger back down.
Absolutely, and he kind of can't envy the winner of this matchup either. We know that Valkyrie has an opportunity at the GWF Women's Championship in the bag. At some point, we'll cash that in.
There's another cover attempt after a big body slam, another 2 count for Raymond. And you're right, whoever is the women's champion in this highly competitive women's division in GWF has a huge target on their back. But I don't think Raymond minds that. If Raymond can hang on to that, she seems to just revel in dishing out this punishment. If Hayter can pick up the victory, she knows what it means to be champion as well. If Hayter were to win here, she's not going to be fearing anyone.
No, definitely not. And I think that's one of the things that, while we talk about it, neither competitor can really let that slip into their mentality for this matchup. You've got to keep your eyes on the opponent in the ring. It doesn't matter what's in the front view. You've got to keep your focus here on Jamie Hayter if you're Ayesha Raymond.
Raymond showing here, she's not just about power. Got that Japanese stranglehold applied with the knee digging in between the shoulder blades, trying to cut off the oxygen supply for Hayter, and Hayter is trying to relieve the pressure by getting to her feet, shifting her body around, ducks a clothesline attempt from Raymond. You see Hayter is having to be a step ahead speed-wise if she's going to hang in there with Raymond. Raymond goes into the corner. Hayter with the boots to the midsection, trying to wear down the champion.
And this is exactly what we saw.
Oh, God. A suplex into the turnbuckles. Wow. Hayter is doing a lot better than I think some people would have given her credit for.
I feel like that's quite a pointed comment. I maybe counted her out a little bit early. That suplex into the turnbuckle.
I did too, don't worry about it. But Hayter is proving all of her doubters wrong here. Again, it wasn't anything against Hayter. It's just, as we said, the way that Raymond has dominated this women's division in the past few months, building up to that victory over Katie Harvey, has been absolutely phenomenal. But here comes Hayter with the crossbody, gets caught.
Directly out of the air. There's that strength, that power, right up into a power slam position.
Yeah, and Hayter knew she had to get out quick. She wriggled her way free. Hayter kicking into the side of the head of Raymond. Raymond looking groggy here.
Maybe that suplex into the turnbuckle, then the double knees has actually rocked the champion. Shrugs it off for a moment there, but right back, Hayter on the offense.
And Raymond is just slightly off her game here. She's still been able to regain control. And Raymond looking for a delayed vertical suplex. Look at the power of the women's champion.
All the blood rushing to the head of Hayter. Is that enough?
We'll find out. 2 3/4. for Ayesha Raymond, the Amazon, just a split second away there from retaining.
Talk about how disoriented Ayesha Raymond may have been. I think at this point, Jamie Hayter, that delayed suplex is going to have done quite a lot of damage. She's setting her up for another.
She's trying a second time with a counter, and what a counter! My God!
Beautiful DDT counter out of that, but both women are down. Jamie Hayter can't get into a cover. You feel like that surely would be enough if she could just get one arm over Ayesha Raymond.
Yeah, Hayter has had so much damage done to her that it's all she can do to use this opportunity to buy herself some time rather than use it to win the match. Referee has a count on here. If both women are counted out, then Raymond retains to a count of 7, but looks like both of these women are going to be able to continue here. They are striking each other, trading forearms. Exhaustion is a factor here. Who has the stamina? Who has the best physical conditioning to see this one through?
That's the thing. Power takes a lot of energy. And for somebody as strong and as imposing, Ayesha Raymond, maybe it's endurance that Jamie Hayter can win through.
Hayter dragging Raymond back into the middle of the ring. That's smart from the challenger, and she hooked the leg for a 2, but Raymond was still able to escape.
Raymond looking a little bit rocked. We've talked about this a few times, how we'd anticipated that Jamie Hayter wouldn't be so big of a challenger, but this is a very highly contested matchup between the two. Jamie Hayter may very well have enough in there.
Avalanche in the corner by Raymond. Hayter has got to be on the last drops of fuel in her tank here. Hayter is having to use the turnbuckle to prop herself up, but on the second time of asking, got the elbow up. Raymond in trouble now. Face first repeatedly, 5 times now, into the turnbuckle.
Hayter looking for more here. Takes a running knee. If she can keep up this offense and then get into a cover, we may very well have a new champion.
The pendulum swinging back and forth here in this women's title match. It looks like, oh God, hang on, she's been caught. She's been caught. Hayter's been caught. Will we see it? Will we see the powerbomb? Yes, we will. The sit-out powerbomb from Ayesha Raymond. The cover, and Raymond retains the women's title.
German Wrestling Federation Women's Champion aus England, the Amazon, Ayesha Raymond.
And just like that, the power game comes through. Ayesha Raymond, massive impact of the power bomb, and that's a successful retention of her GWF Women's Championship.
We asked the question at the start of the match. We'll ask it again now. Who on earth can stop Ayesha Raymond?
German Wrestling Federation